Grown since coaching as a quarterback to now seeing as the head coach?
It's so funny to sit in a meeting with him and watch him as a head coach now. And like I said, I had an opportunity to be with him for 5 years, so I always knew this about him. I always knew about his leadership qualities. I always knew about his ability to get the best out of each and every person, and to have high expectations and to get it out to play. And seeing him as a head coach, nothing has changed. And it seemed like he's a natural. If you come here and you watch us, and you sit in the meeting rooms, and you would think he's been a head coach for 10 years. The organization. When you have other coaches come here for coaching clinics, they talk about the way we practice, the organization, the way we move from drill to drill. And that's not by accident. You know, all this stuff is planned out, it's thought out. Spend a lot of time meeting. From everything that we do, from recruiting to practicing, to the trainers, to the water we drink, goes through him. Every decision made, and that's hard to do as a head coach. You know, a lot of head coaches punt off responsibilities to other guys, but I mean, he's involved in everything. He's done an outstanding job. So, like I said, I know what to expect, and I think you know, the results will show come next fall.
Can you talk about your impressions of Secord and Trickett, how they come along?
Young guys, I tell you what, man, this offense, you can, it's unbelievable. I mean, just the amount of pressure and the responsibilities that a quarterback has in his offense, you could imagine. So, I'm pleased with these young guys to come in and have an understanding and have control of this offense to this point. They're still young, they still make mistakes, but you know, they're functioning out there. They can get the play call. They understand protection. They understand our run checks, and that's not easy. But both of them are coming along, and the thing I'm happy about at that position, everyone is competitive. You know, from the off-season workouts, all of them want to be the first one. You know, and in the film room, everybody's working hard, so it's been a fun group to work with so far.
When Coach Fisher talks a lot about all the things he learned from Coach Saban during his time, and you worked with Coach Saban too, what differences have you seen from the Jimbo you played for versus after his time with him?
It hadn't been a difference because everybody talked about Coach Saban, but that was Coach Fisher back in 1993. You know, his intensity has always been the same. His intelligence for the game has always been the same. Always been ahead of the curve. Like I said, I was the first quarterback at Auburn to throw for 3,000 yards. One of the first quarterback in the West to throw for 3,000 yards. Everywhere he's been, he's had a 3,000-yard pass. I think it was only 3 in the West, and he coached all 3 of them. So nothing's changed about it. You know, I think just had to get an opportunity, and you know, he probably could have done this 10 years ago, to be honest with you. But I don't see any difference. You know, I just think the structure that we have here now in the organization, I think that's the way we get get a chance to rep, probably script 165 plays in practice, and everybody gets to practice. You know, you can't go to any football program other than Alabama and get that, where every guy on the field, even the walk-ons, have an opportunity to go out and get better. So we're always constantly developing talent and evaluating our own players, not only our players, but high school kids also.
Do you see the differences between Coach Fisher and Coach Saban, and what are the differences? Because there seems to be a few subtle differences that somebody inside might be able to offer.
I think I wouldn't want to say that the difference, but I think people feel more comfortable talking with Coach Fisher, you know, in a personal setting. Parents have mentioned that to me. Had an opportunity to, when they come and sit in the office with Coach Fisher, they feel more comfortable. They feel like they can ask him more questions. And that's been the only difference I've heard so far. You know, and that's not saying anything bad against Coach Saban, because when he wants to turn the charm on, he can. You know, when he asked me to come to be a graduate assistant, I was shocked, because I was like, this is the same guy I've been seeing on TV that I'm talking to right now. And that's what you get with Coach Fisher. But Coach Fisher's like that with everybody all the time, off the field, you know. And it's so funny because all the guys that play for Auburn, even guys that didn't play quarterback, love him. And the guys know I'm here now. They always call me. They call me up and tell me, they say, "Well, tell Coach Fisher I said hello." You know, so he had that personality, and that's part of playing that position. Getting everyone around you to play at the highest level, and he's doing that as a head coach, and he did it when he was at Auburn. And, you know, people still remember that, and it helps me out when I can go out, and some of my old teammates are involved in this recruiting process right now, that I can pick up the phone and call and they'll vouch for Coach Fisher.
Do you think that came from your relationship with the Bowden family and then the last few years working under him?
It may have, you know, because the Bowdens are very personable. They very friendly, and all of them. You know, I had a chance to work with Tommy, Terry, and I wasn't around Bobby Bowden too much, but I heard a ton of stories about him. But that was their personality. So maybe that's where it came from, because he was always around those guys. But he definitely has a southern charm, and I think that would be the difference. You know, he grew up in the South, was here a long time, he understands that. And Coach Saban being from the North, he just turns it on when he wants to. So I would say that's the difference.
Chris Nee from War Chant. How has Coach Fisher's playbook evolved from when you played for him to now when you're coaching with him?
I think more checks right now, always in a good play. Back when I played, the passing game was almost identical. But right now he's doing some more things. Put the quarterback in position to always have a good play. And it's been fun, you know, so I'm excited about it. You have to have a smart guy that can handle it and understand the checks and know where to go with football.
Dameyune, you're surrounded by a staff that's very diverse. You got some older guys, you know, like Rick Trickett, and then some younger guys like yourself. How good of a group is this for someone who's professionally mobile? You know, someone like yourself, James, you know, who probably have other aspirations down the road. I mean, there's a real mixing pot of different ideas and different backgrounds and everything else. Just as far as a coach's development, is this a really good place to be right now?
Well, in my opinion, we're around the best coaches in the country. So, you know, Coach Trickett was at Auburn when I was at Auburn. So he's fun. He's fun to be around. I tell you what now. Coach Trickett is a great recruiter. He understands the big picture. He understands how to develop kids and get the best out of kids. So the personalities are the same as far as football. And but off the field, they bring a lot of knowledge in recruiting, in the game itself, and just about life. So as a young guy coming in, being around these coaches, you just pick up a lot of things, and you can learn and just carry it on throughout your life. So very excited about the opportunity, and you know, it's been so fun. You just want to keep up. So that's why, like I said, I have about 3 or 4 notebooks full of notes right now. And I continue to do that throughout the year.